Hi everyone, it's great to see you today. Welcome to Truth Told. Behind me is a piano. It's in my office space here, and this afternoon I have loved playing that piano for about an hour for my own self-care, for my therapy, for my relaxation, for my enjoyment. I've had a really gorgeous time. When I was an 8-year-old girl, my mum decided to take me for piano lessons. That's not in itself out of the ordinary. A lot of us did, didn't we? We were taken along whether we wanted to or not. The unusual thing in my case is that I've only got one hand. Some of you already know that, and some of you, that might be a new story. One hand. So I go to this lovely piano teacher, Miss Jenny Sims, and my mum says, "Can you teach my daughter to play the piano? Oh, and by the way, she's got one hand." She was completely unfazed by that, and she took me on. I did some exams up to grade 4, and Miss Sims was absolutely wonderful. A few years ago, I went to visit her at her home. She's now in her mid-90s. I knocked on her door and she recognised me straight away. She invited me in and we had tea and cakes together, and as we sat down, she said to me, "Well, Sarah Thomas, my maiden name, 126 marks out of 150. Merit, grade 1. I said, "Miss Sims, how do you remember that?" And she says, "My dear, there are some things that one will never forget." There are 3 people in this story. Miss Sims, the wonderfully courageous and encouraging piano teacher who believed it was possible. The brave mum who, against all of the odds, against all of the whispers in her ear, took me along and took that huge step of faith. And then there was little me that went along with it and fell in love with music. There is something of a miracle in this story, both in the courage and the bravery of the characters and in the gift of music itself. But that gift of music was stirred by a person who was an encourager. Miss Jenny Sims. She encouraged me. She put courage into me. That's what the word encouragement means. And I want to challenge each one of us today. Are we encouragers? Are we actively pursuing the encouragement of other people in our world, whether it's children or youngsters, people around us, people that are learning from us, that we are training in our workplace? It could be anywhere. Are you an encourager? Because do you know what? Encouragement changes everything. Today, as I played my piano and I knocked out all these lovely tunes, I just felt overwhelmed with gratitude to God himself for the gift of music, to my mum for her bravery, and for Miss Sims for her courage and encouragement. So today, let's be that sort of person. Find someone to encourage. Believe in them, come alongside them, spur them on and say, "Do you know what? You can do this." Have a really great day. Now, for those of you that have never seen me play the piano, here's a little tiny clip playing in my hospital chapel in work in a lunch break recently. Oh, and by the way, do you get half-price piano lessons if you've got one hand? Good question. I never quite found that one out. Have a great day, everyone. Sending lots of love your way.